In this lecture, we are going to focus on authentication and registration. During the production of this course, I thought about using a third-party plugin to add a form on the front end to accomplish this task. However, I ran into two separate problems. You might encounter these problems as a developer. The first problem was that the plugins were not customizable. It was a pain to achieve the desired behavior and appearance. The second problem was that most plugins had bloat. The plugins with the most customizable options have additional features that might not be necessary for our site. It can be difficult to find a middle ground. At this point, I figured, why not develop my own solution? So that's what we're going to do in this section. We are going to allow users to register an account. If they have an account, they will be able to log in. In my browser, I have a preview of the end product. The forms will appear inside a modal or pop-up. Users can switch between forms via tabs. The behavior of this form will be programmed by us. It's going to take a lot of work. Let's get started. The first step in our journey is to create a block for opening the modal. In the templates header, we have a link for opening the modal. During the development of our theme, this UI was with an HTML block. It's time to convert it into a custom block. As usual, I'm going to be providing the starter files for this project. In the resource section of this lecture, I provide a link to a gist. From this gist, you're going to find 3 files. Here's what I want you to do. Inside the source/blocks directory, create a folder called header tools. Next, create the 3 files from this gist. They should be created inside the directory for our new block. Make sure to add the code for each file. Pause the video and give it a try. Good luck! Welcome back. Hopefully, you are able to transfer the files to your project. Let's quickly review the code. Inside the source/blocks folder, I've created a folder called header tools. It contains the block.json, index.js, and main.css files. The block.json and main.css files are nothing special. They don't contain anything unique. Let's shift our focus to the index.js file. I'm providing a lot of code. As I said before, I don't want the course to become too repetitive with block development. Everything inside this file is nothing new. We are registering the block with the register block type function. Inside the return value, I added the template from the header with 2 modifications. The first modification can be found on the root element. I've replaced the class attribute with the block props variable. The second modification has been applied to the class attributes. Scattered throughout the template are various classes. The class attribute must be replaced with the class name attribute to prevent clashes with JavaScript. Other than these modifications, everything is the same. We have a completely static template. Above the template, I've added the inspector controls component with the panel body component. We are going to be adding controls to the block. Before we start working on the block, let's register it with WordPress. Open the registerblocks.php file. Inside the blocks array, add a new array. The name of the block will be called header tools. The header tools block will be rendered on the server. Let's register a render callback function by adding the options item to the array. Set the render callback option to up header tools render CB. Next, let's create a file called headertools.php inside the includes/blocks folder. Inside this file, define the up header tools render CB function. The file should automatically be included. Before testing our code, make sure the block has been processed with Webpack. You may need to restart the scripts package. You can verify the block's files have been generated by checking the build folder. After confirming everything is working, let's check out the browser. Let's modify the experimental page. Inside this page, insert the header tools block. The header tools block appears with the other blocks. The appearance may look awkward. That's to be expected. This block is designed to appear in the header, not the contents of a page. For now, we are going to be working inside the experimental page. After the block has been completed, we will insert this block in the correct location. In the next lecture, let's start adding attributes to the block.